Bugatti just fired back at Matt Armstrong, and the response came from the very top.
Let's do it.
After Matt rebuilt a Chiron that Bugatti had declared a total loss, blacklisted in their global database, and made impossible to legally fix anywhere on Earth, the CEO personally stepped in. Not with silence, not with lawyers, with a direct, intense response that shook the entire car world.
We just don't think it's safe, and that's why we can't support it.
Because what Matt uncovered during that rebuild, what was hiding inside a $4 million hypercar, was something Bugatti never wanted public. This is what happens when one man refuses to accept a corporate death sentence, tears the most exclusive car on Earth apart in his garage, and forces the manufacturer to answer for it. The $4 million execution. Alex G was doing what you do when you own one of 60 Bugatti Chiron Pure Sports on the planet. He was driving it through Miami, $4 million of hypercar, moving through afternoon traffic like it owned every inch of road beneath it. Then, small Japanese delivery truck pulled out. And in the time it takes to blink, everything changed. The collision looked like nothing. Low speed, a crumple of bodywork, a deployed airbag, the kind of fender bender that gets sorted out with a phone call and an insurance claim on a normal afternoon. But this was not a normal car. By the time the Bugatti was loaded onto a flatbed and taken to a Florida warehouse, it was already dying. And the people who built it were already making plans to finish the job themselves. Bugatti flew a specialist technician across the Atlantic Ocean just to look at the damage, not to fix it, not to advise on a repair path, just to assess. The technician walked around the car, looked at the crumpled front end, the deployed airbags, the fractured bodywork, and the verdict came fast and cold. Total loss. Then Bugatti did something the car community had never quite seen before. They blacklisted the vehicle in their global database. Every authorized dealer on the planet in every country was now locked out from selling a single component for this specific chassis. Not a sensor, not a clip, not a bolt. The car existed physically, but Bugatti had just legally erased it from the world. Alex G was still writing a check for $90,000 every single month for a car he was now forbidden to fix. Here's the catch. The factory assumed that would be the end of it. The car would be quietly auctioned for salvage, the story would disappear, and the blacklist would serve its purpose. What they did not count on was a mechanic from the UK who watched this story unfold from his workshop in England and felt something specific and dangerous stir in him. He believed the irreparable label was not an engineering verdict. It was a business decision dressed up as one. Matt Armstrong booked a flight to Miami. The hypercar ransom note. Matt arrived at that Florida warehouse and stood in front of the Chiron with his arms folded, working through the numbers in his head. The official parts estimate from Bugatti's factory was $1.7 million, not for a full restoration, just for the parts themselves. He went through the list line by line, and every item was more absurd than the last. One pair of headlights, $174,000, more than the price of a new Porsche 911. Each front fender, $200,000, the horseshoe grille alone, $93,000. And all of that was before a single tool had been picked up, before a single hour of labor had been charged, before a single component had been ordered from France. But here's what nobody saw coming. As Matt started researching the Chiron's architecture back at home, he discovered something that Bugatti had worked very hard to keep in the background.